different for a change. Oh, hi! Welcome to the JIB. You will notice that this is a very special episode. It's not like our normal episodes where we talk about CIA and FBI stuff. What happened was, we will be doing that. What happened was, Seamus got a bunch of DVDs.
Yeah. So there's... Maybe I shouldn't show them.
Show them, go on, fuck it.
Yeah, there.
Yeah, he got a bunch of DVDs, and they turn out to be CIA and FBI training films.
Yep.
To show agents when they sign up for the first day on the job. This, of course, is a treasure trove of hilarity that we felt like we had to share with you. So we're going to be doing our own director's commentary of one of these CIA, FBI training videos. I saw a clip of it. It's from, it must be like from the 1950s or 40s.
Yeah, I would say it's early 50s. It's actually, I believe it's supposedly filmed in my home state of West Virginia, too. Hold on a second, I'll tell you which one.
Oh, kudos to you for openly admitting that your home state is West Virginia. It is like Pennsylvania, and you'd get away with it.
1963.
1963, man, that's well, of course, the man is always a few decades behind everybody else, so it's going to look older, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, it's not like Reefer Madness or anything. It's a genuine training video that they showed actual agents, right?
Yeah, and neither one of us have seen it. I've only seen like the
I've seen the clip you showed me just before we started.
Yeah, for the soundtrack. That's about it. No, I have not.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so
this could be really bad, folks. I mean, this could be the worst show of the JIB.
Yeah.
But it's not a normal show, and it's not going to go out at the normal time, as you might have noticed. So we'll see how it goes. If you like this, by the way, tell us, and we will do more. If you don't like it, we'll probably do more anyway.
Yeah, it sounds like a plan.
Because I don't have to write a script, and Seamus doesn't have to write a script.
It gives us a weekend off.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the title of this is from 1963, Guerilla USA, The Big Picture.
The Big Picture.
So without further ado...
Wait. Do you know what it's about?
Oh, Barry, what are you doing asking questions, man?
Well, because I want to get like a heads up.
All I know is it's under the Special Ops.
Oh, Special Ops, cool, I'm in.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's about finding commies in your home.
Finding commies.
Kind of thing. Yeah, I believe that's I believe that's this one. I don't know. I think that's what they're all about. Anyways. So, alrighty. If we're ready, get your popcorn out, folks.
No, we weren't talking to me, so. Train. Tough, bitches. Are there communists in this tunnel? Tunnel Town, West Virginia.
That guy's got a beret.
Got a beret, yeah.
Yeah. Obviously,
a regular soldier. Or the guerrillas.
That's the title.
In West Virginia.
Yeah.
Oh, is this just like a regular soldier walking around West Virginia for no reason?
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh no, it's dying time. It's death o'clock. He's gone out of frame, okay. Guerilla USA.
It's like some serious music. Must be left from Dragnet.
Yeah. There's Planet. Back when it was in black and white. Must be very old. There's Africa.
Ooh.
That's very cinematic, isn't it? They put a lot of money into this thing.
It's like leftover RKO stuff, or what?
It's a bit like Universal Pictures, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Aerial shot.
Preston County, West Virginia. A region noted for its small but numerous coal mines, Preston County also contains many thinly populated, mountainous, and densely wooded areas, which have made it an ideal host for a certain special kind of simulated war.
Simulated war?
The war being staged here is a limited, unconventional war with neither front lines nor battlefields. A war of the night and the twilight, of sudden raids and silent ambushes. A rehearsal war in which men of the Army's Special Forces practice some of the finer points of their unusual trade.
Oh, I see. Okay.
This is Special Forces Captain James Baxter, coordinator of the exercise, briefing members of the 7th Special Forces Group.
Well, now, what else are you supposed to do if you're up against a huge organized army and you have 5 people?
They must learn not only the tactical military situation, but also the complex political circumstances which have made their mission necessary.
Congratulations, by the way, on showing a diverse group at the start.
Yeah, right.
Shortly after World War II, the country that was formerly known as the United States was divided into 3 countries: Weston, Easton, and Florida.
Nobody wanted Florida.
The country of Easton has been in the communist sphere since World War II.
Also, I like
Since
that Florida
1950,
includes Mississippi
the
and
border
Louisiana.
between Weston and Easton has been fortified by both countries as a deterrent to armed aggression. The country of Florida followed a course of neutrality, accepting aid from both Easton
Oh, that's
and
not
Weston.
Louisiana. That's just Mississippi and Alabama
But in addition
and
to
Tennessee.
conventional aid, Easton sent agents to conduct propaganda and subversive campaigns. The government of Florida
CIA knows nothing about that stuff.
Easton ignored the
propaganda campaigns? Us?
Floridan reacted by officially requesting that all Easton officials in Florida be recalled. As a result of that request, a pro-Easton coup forced the anti-communist elements of the Floridan government to flee to Weston, where they set up a government in exile.
Okay.
Shortly
Okay, so this is
thereafter,
basically what actually happened in a number of
pro-Easton
countries.
puppet government in Florida asked for and received military assistance from Easton. The Floridan government in exile requested assistance from Weston, who quickly responded by infiltrating Special Forces operational detachments into Florida.
Yes, he's already
2 weeks
lost
ago,
most of the people in that
Easton
room.
attacked
Yeah.
Weston,
He's like, which are the
penetrating
good guys?
approximately 50 miles before Western forces rallied and
Oh,
contained
they're
them.
all Americans, Bob.
Now, throughout Easton, mainly in the inaccessible areas of West Virginia,
That's a bit cruel.
bands of 20 to 100 guerrillas have been conducting raids and ambushes against the Easton government forces. Now, these men have been struggling mainly just to survive. They've had very little chance to hinder aggressor operations. The day before yesterday, guerrilla representatives from Easton requested assistance from the Western government. They're extremely anxious to expand the anti-communist sphere of influence in their country by waging unconventional war against the aggressors. Yesterday, the president of Weston directed the Secretary of Defense to provide appropriate military assistance to these guerrillas. Men,
Okay, stop it there for a second.
your mission is to infiltrate into Easton.
Are you
Okay.
saying you've heard the script before? Because it sounds like
Yes. Now I'm going to ask you, Seamus, without looking up anything else, just leaving everything the way it is. Can you briefly summarize the situation between Easton, Weston, and Floridan? Based on what he just said.
Easton are the commies, right?
Right.
The Floridians basically said, "Fuck it, we're out of here," right?
Right. But they're
And
subject to various propaganda campaigns, I think,
right
from both sides.
From yes, but more so from the commies, from the Easterns.
Sure.
Then they went to Weston and established their own, government as we're the government in exile.
Okay.
Right? We're the real leaders.
The Easton anti-communists went to Weston and set up there in the middle of the communist country.
Right. And then now
As a
there's
government in exile.
right, but now there's guerrillas coming through Easton trying to liberate it. Correct?
From West Virginia.
Yeah. Trying to liberate it, and we need to step in and help them.
All right. So
Right?
basically we put those guerrillas there, right?
No! What are you saying?
We airdropped them one day into West Virginia. They said, "Oh no, they're being attacked. We better defend them."
No, what are you talking about? These are grassroots guerrillas, okay?
They're ex fucking Pat. I'd say they're the children of people who used to live in West Virginia.
That's what it is, Barry. That's what it is.
Okay. All right. So I'm still not entirely clear, but I guess maybe it'll make itself more clear as we continue.
I mean, this is nothing like anything that has ever happened with us before in the same.
Those army
Or
guys are
nothing
all
like any of the episodes we've talked about.
No. Guatemala.
Yeah.
Organize the guerrillas and conduct unconventional warfare operations.
This guy's already fed up. Look.
Yeah.
Sit up straight, Potter.
This history may be mythical, but it is detailed, complicated, and comprehensive. As these men well
Slow
know,
down.
guerrilla warfare is not found in a political and economic vacuum. In this kind of war, support of the civilian population is indispensable. Getting that support means winning their friendship and respect, which cannot be done without a thorough knowledge of the people, their customs, their country, and their problems.
Me disculpa, no hablo español. Here we
The
go.
guerrillas whom the infiltrators will meet are themselves American soldiers in training. In groups of some 100 men,
I mean, accidentally, yeah. Said the quiet part out loud there.
guerrilla tactics,
The
are
gorillas
taught
are
to adopt
American
guerrilla
soldiers in
methods
training.
and even their
Yes, we
common
know.
attitudes until they can operate very much like the indigenous personnel of a foreign country likely to be encountered during a real conflict.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. That's right. It's all staged. I forgot.
That's fine, yeah.
It's just also convincing that, you know.
That's a very whimsical music for a B-52 bomber.
Yeah, right?
Oh, it's not. It's the parachute thing. Man, they're committing to the realism. I like that. They didn't just drive them in like they dropped them out of an airplane. Where they dropped the gorillas last week.
Yeah. I kind of think they have a budget, Barry. You know?
Oh, he's got his supplies with him and everything. Huh? Supplies! He's not coming, did you? It's a Kentucky Fried Movie joke, sorry. Nice. The men carry their supplies with them.
Music's
Yeah,
getting more
it's-
upbeat, man.
That's guys. What is that? That's a clarinet, is it? Hobo. Who's G.I. Joe waiting?
We're in the place marked
Yeah.
on the map, and here at the appointed hour. Now, if nothing has
Checking
gone
for
wrong,
ticks.
if these are the friendly forces who were supposed to meet us, the guerrilla chief will identify himself with a prepared password.
What's his password?
I understand it's been raining hard the last 4 days.
No, it has been raining only last 2 days.
I'm Captain Darnell, the Special Forces.
No, it has been raining only last 2 days. You don't
I
have
know
to
you, Mr.
put on an
Black.
accent, you know.
You know, the fine
It's
job
so
sitting up
obviously
in
aiming for
DC.
Latin America, right?
Do
Yeah.
you suppose anyone
sorry,
can see the
Ringo.
light still burning?
You're right, Captain. Let's get to slides, huh?
Good lord. Imagine having to tell these terrorists,
In
maybe
any
we should put the
nation,
lights
the
out.
first meeting between the Special Forces commander and the local guerrilla leader is of crucial importance. Success of any such operation necessarily depends on their personal
Almost
relationship. By morning, after a march of 15 miles, the
Put the gun
detachment
down,
and their
Jorge.
guides finally
Thank you.
reach the guerrilla camp.
Stop pointing your gun at people.
Why was that one guy wearing plaid?
The camp is far from the drop zone to prevent its
That's
discovery
the
by those who
terrorist
may have
uniform.
heard
It's
the
like a freedom
aircraft or
fighter
seen the
uniform, plaid.
parachutes.
Yeah. He'll blend in the camouflage with his
One
plaid.
of these
uniform.
guys is like
Here
got a
again,
big
the
ass
first
cigar. We're going to
contact
know
with
what's
local
happening.
guerrillas must be handled with diplomacy and tact.
Yeah, the CIA is well known for that, isn't it? Diplomacy and tact, or just paying them off.
In situations like this, a Special Forces unit is likely to have only as much authority as it can win for itself, man to man, with a guerrilla band. The ability to win confidence is one of the skills practiced in exercises like these.
Ooh.
That guy is straight at the outsiders, isn't he?
It's the Sharks and the Jets.
Yeah.
Hi, Captain. I'd like you to meet second in my command, Lieutenant Jim Marlette.
Glad to meet you, Mr. Marlette. How you doing? This is my executive officer, Lieutenant LaSala.
How do you do?
How are you?
I can't imagine
Howdy.
a Latin American gorilla ever saying, "How do you do?"
Yeah.
Give her a cigarette?
Okay.
Okay.
When did you hurt the arm?
4 days ago.
Mind if I take a look at it?
Okay. Say, what have you here? Oh, this is an M1 rifle. Would you like to take a look at it? What does she fire? It fires an 8-round clip, 30 caliber. Oh, she's a nice weapon. It's good.
It's
We'll take
mine now.
400. Yeah, we'll take 400 of these channeled through Honduras
Yeah.
Captain Darnell, right at Kingwood. They
by
got two
overcharging the
enemy
Iranians for
checkpoints.
weapons using the Israeli
And
intermediary.
They're all done. Present, they got some
Something
enemy
that
troops
actually happened.
which came in last night in. And also they got some activity around Tunnelton.
There's one other thing, Mr. Latz. I need to get my radio set up as soon as possible to make contact with our Special Forces operational base.
Start pumping
You have an area
bullshit
in your area
propaganda
that's
into
secure
their radio
that I could,
stations.
use as a radio
Tell
site.
them they're raping children,
Captain, I just got right
and making them work in their communist camps.
Confirmation
there
of
are
the
any
detachment's
camps.
arrival
Just
is
say
radioed
it.
back to the base, where an aerial resupply mission is already being arranged.
Well, I guess they're really concerned about making sure
Supplies
their
which the
pencils are
local guerrillas
sharp.
must be briefed to receive.
When his wingtip is aligned with the flanker marker. This
Then
gives him his
reverse,
release
and you will
point.
fit into the parking
Now
place
remember,
perfectly.
especially at night, to extinguish these markers immediately upon the
Why is he
first
talking about
exit from
tennis
the
shoes?
aircraft.
No.
You said wingtips, right?
Wingtip.
Oh,
okay.
that. Oh, playing.
Tips of the wings, yeah. It's not about how to reverse
He
the
said
car.
something about Kingwood, West Virginia. That's where the UPS facility is here. So they're
UPS?
going to go take out the UPS station, or what are they doing?
The postal service,
Well, UPS isn't postal. I mean, it's postal, but it's private.
I mean, the
It's
mailing
not
company.
public. Yeah.
Oh, okay. How else are they going to get the guns to Honduras? They're going to have to send them somehow.
Right?
They
FedEx
could
ain't
just
gonna
get
fucking
like,
do
why
it,
don't
I
they just
guess.
get an airplane full of guns, send it down to Latin America, and when it comes back, it can come back full of cocaine.
Only
Something that
those
actually
supplies
happened
most
in real
urgently
life.
needed are carried back to the guerrilla camp. Most of the explosives and other supplies to be used on the group's mission have
Cocaine.
been secretly cached en route from the drop zone.
That is a shit ton of cocaine they're bringing with
Yeah,
them,
right?
isn't it? Boxes of it. Bricks.
A surprising number of skills are to be found in one of these special forces detachments. And a major part of the group's mission is to impart just as many of them as possible to local guerrillas.
This is my weapon. This is my gun.
Yeah.
This morning, we'll go into detailed
We also
field
teach them a
shipment
number of
the M1,
songs
and we'll start. C4 is a very high explosive.
later that day.
However, you can beat on it. You can set it on fire. You can throw it, but it will not go off unless it is properly rigged. Here is a simple
Oh,
rig.
that's C4.
Yeah.
You have
Good.
a cap. The slit must
I like
be
the
padded.
technique, the camera technique to say time is passing. It's just they tilt
Yeah.
up to the
Yeah.
Fractured. Are there any questions?
I don't speak
The
English, no
guerrilla
hablo
leader
inglés.
cannot be given orders. He is a free agent who must be led to cooperate with tact and diplomacy.
And toward Mannheim, there's the railroad bridge.
En serio, no hablo.
Let's go back to the tunnel. That looks like one of your best targets, Mr. Latz. Training of men. Will my men train in a time?
Why is he talking to Vladimir Putin?
Well, if you choose the tunnel as the target, we'll have trained demolitionists. We've already started our
Have you
training program.
considered the use of plutonium?
Traffic in this tunnel is very busy. We got all type of trains going through night and day. Well, that's good because
I like that they're waiting for the
we can
Americans
use
to
a
tell them that the
train
tunnel was
coming
a
into this
Right.
plus point, you know, like, oh, I never
and you
noticed
get
that.
a
Really?
timetable of the
That's a
trains
transport
that-
corridor?
as
I
they
mean, maybe we
pass
should
through the
target
tunnel.
that the supply routes? Is that how to
To
be a
get you
guerrilla?
on.
Teach me your ways, Special Forces guy.
For much of their information, the guerrillas rely on volunteer civilian auxiliaries from nearby towns. They must
Ah.
evade the careful scrutiny of aggressor occupation
Volunteer
troops,
civilian auxiliaries.
actually men of the 101st Airborne Division.
You can't pat a guy down for information, can you?
No. Well, it's, depends what kind of information you're trying
Local
to
citizens are encouraged to
figure out
take
about it.
sides and vastly enjoy doing it.
Unless you could actually, send a guy in specifically to have homosexual sex with a number of individuals.
Right.
Something that happened in real life.
Each man.
Cool,
What'd you
lavender.
find out? He dresses to the right.
You, Jim, will lay the primer cord here.
Definitely likes sucking dick.
The rest
Sorry,
of you
an actual thing that
lash
happened,
your
folks.
charges to the rail
Not
every
joking.
other tie.
Now, we know you guys are, you don't understand what every other tile means, so we built this little model for
One
you.
pressure fuse will be placed here. The other will
Why are these
be here.
motherfuckers? Estupidos.
When the train comes,
This is
The weight
train
of the train.
station.
we'll
Yes.
set off the first pressure
Chinga
fuse,
tu puta madre.
causing derailment and total destruction. If the first one doesn't get it, the second one will.
This is our plan. What are we talking about like you giving it to us? We told you this yesterday last night. Shut up, it's for the camera. It's for the camera, right? The special forces are showing it to you. We built
Why
this
is he running
one.
around barefoot?
Oh, because they're fucking savages in the jungle, right? They're barely literate savages.
The accents seem to change from Espanol to Rusky.
Yeah, because what if it looks like Vladimir?
The
That's him,
auxiliary
right? It looks like
forces are
Vladimir a
all
little bit,
set
maybe.
to provide security for tunnel operation, and train arrives as scheduled tomorrow night at 11 o'clock.
It turns out this guy's been funding a
Okay,
massive
man.
private army that decided to
You're
turn
gonna
on him
walk
and then turn back
tonight
again in equally
as
mysterious
planned.
circumstances.
Right.
Something that happened in real life last
Okay,
week.
man, that's it.
Did he say gay men?
Captain Arnell and his detachment helped. We learned lots of things. By now, everybody knows his job. Good luck, man. Take care of yourself. And Captain Arnell, do you have anything else to say?
If you get caught, take the cyanide we gave you.
Yes.
You men do the same
Like in Team
kind of
America World
job,
Police, they gave him a
and we'll
hammer,
have
remember?
complete
This is
success.
just in case you get caught. He just handed him this hammer.
Right now it's 2300.
We'll be
Let's
operating
go.
Ghost Protocol, which means if you get caught, we do not know you.
The guerrillas divide into two groups. One to carry out the actual
Put out the
raid,
imaginary fire.
the other to create a diversionary action in another area. Coordinate
Or maybe he's
civilian
watered a
auxiliaries
plant. I don't know.
And maintain
It's the magic
security
of the
during the
movies, Seamus.
withdrawal.
The American soldiers also bring with them syphilis. They cross the stream carefully and needlessly abseiled on a rock.
Yeah, why are they?
They could just walk down the side.
Yeah.
And now they're going up again. Maybe they just like playing games. This is an American soldier. Oh, he's not. In this scenario, he's the Latin American government soldier, right?
You know what? It's like this already happened before, but now we're seeing it happen again.
Oh.
You know? Is it future, is it past?
It's like, yeah, it's a very sophisticated movie technique. It started in media res. I like it. Good. Grab his gun. Yeah, good. Oh, who's shooting?
Captains, I
Oh,
think.
those guys. Okay.
Yeah.
Now we're ready for the train to come through, gentlemen. We're going to rig the line. Now remember, once every other sleeper. You can count to 2, can't you, hombres? Dos. Well, that's the last you'll see of them, man.
Each
They're
phase
gone.
of the exercise is being carefully watched by a group of distinguished observers. Among them is the commanding general of the United States Army Continental Command, General Herbert B. Powell,
He has 4 stars on his hat.
and
Yeah, he
Brigadier
does.
General William P. Yarborough,
he
commanding
has
general
one
of
star
the
on his
Special
hand.
Warfare Center. We asked General Powell about the importance to the exercise
Oh, yes,
of
he's
this
gonna talk.
particular railroad tunnel.
Quite important, really. You see, according to the general situation of the exercise, Easton has a very limited air transport capability. The movement of supplies and personnel is mainly along existing road and rail networks. Weston has been hitting them pretty hard from the air, and Easton has had to divert much of its transport activities to this area. Blocking the tunnel will promote a sizable bottleneck in Easton's supply and personnel routes to the front lines.
Yeah. Well, they came out again.
Talking about logistics? I mean,
Yeah. But the idea that these guys couldn't have worked that out on their own is insane to me.
yeah.
Like, usually what happens is the Americans will go in and the guys will have to tell them what the situation on the ground is. But in the movie, the Americans went in and said, right, here's the situation where you are locally, you know?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, usually they show up and say, what do you need? We need guns. Oh, I'll get you guns. Hello, we need guns here.
Exactly, yeah. You need 250 pounds of C4 by Tuesday.
Right.
No worries, it'll take it out of a CIA airplane. And you'll accidentally deliver it to the wrong guy and have to make up a story as to why it happened using a false flag op.
Yeah.
Something which happened in reality. And just stamp all the bombs with like USSR instead of CIA. Something, again, which happened in reality and we covered in a previous show. Hey! Boom! Fuck them up, guys. Fuck them up. Stupid train. That's standard guerrilla terrorist activity, though. Disrupt supply lines. Do not engage the enemy. Ever. Disrupt supply lines. Stay flexible, close to the ground, right?
Yep.
If you engage, you're fucked.
Well, these are the Easton troops, right? Coming out of nowhere.
I like that
Yes,
you're
they
keeping
were.
up with it. I admire
Yeah.
your commitment to the bit. Oh! I wonder how they decide amongst themselves in the
The
exercise
guerrilla
who gets
casualty
shot.
written into the
Yeah, right.
exercise serves to emphasize
Before
to troops.
paintball. Oh,
Oh,
this
he
guy
gets
got
it.
imaginary
Morale
wounded.
depends
He
on
just said it there. He
knowing
said
will
it gets
never
written
be
into the
abandoned
exercise.
in
He
the
said that's
field.
fair enough.
And second, that civilian auxiliaries are a vital asset in guerrilla warfare. These men are confronted with the additional problem that by arrangement, some of these West Virginians are loyal sympathizers,
Yeah.
others informers for
You
the
say
enemy.
civilian
They
auxiliary.
must
I
make
say
their
traitor
own
and
judgment
collaborator.
about which is which.
How do you find out who the friendlies are?
Miss Heath, I'm so awfully sorry to bother you, man, but we've had a
Oh,
little
can you
trouble.
stop it there for a second?
One of my men got shot out there fighting the.
That reminds me of real quick a thing that happened in the Roman Empire, right?
Okay.
In like 100 and something, the Romans decided they want to invade Germania, right? And what they usually do is they go to some tribe and they say, "Hi, we're the Romans. We can help you fight your war against this other tribe," and then they just end up taking over the whole place.
Right.
They went into Germania, found a guy, and said, "Look, we can help you take over the whole thing." The guy says, "Yeah, no problem. Come through here and you'll meet my friends or whatever." They go through the forest. The whole thing was a setup. The Germans absolutely fucked up 2 entire legions of Romans.
Nice.
Fucked them up, right? When your man went back to Rome, the emperor was screaming and banging his head on the wall of the palace, saying, "Quintilius Verus, give me back my legions. Quintilius Verus, give me back my legions." Now, I can't remember the legion numbers. I think it was Legion 15 and 16. Whatever they were, the Romans never used those legion numbers again.
Oh, wow.
They didn't replace them, and they never went to Germany again.
Huh?
So that reminds me of this, because it said, "Oh, you never know who you can trust." They go in looking for some of these guys. Some of the civilians could be sensitive to the other side, you know.
Sure.
It says, yeah, and this guy is trying to find out whether they're friendlies or not. I think the Romans got cluster fucked in Germany in 100 and something AD. Go on.
It's probably the only way you could compare Romans in West Virginia in one sentence. But yeah, what the hell? I'll be curious to see if this is your typical hoopy from West Virginia or not. Let's see here.
If it's not friendly, just shoot him dead, right?
I got him out in your shed now. Is that okay?
Why, heavens, yes, but why don't you bring him inside?
No, we'll be okay out there, but I wonder, could you call Mr. Ferris for me? We got to get out of here somehow.
Why, sure, I'll call him.
Thank you. I better get back out there now.
All right.
Straight onto the cops. We got a bogey at 12 o'clock. That's my shed.
Si, this is Mrs. Heath. Are you still open? Well, could you bring me some groceries over right away? We're having some people in.
Okay, so she's friendly then. You didn't shop.
Apparently.
Yeah. All right. What kind of groceries do you want? I don't know. What do Nicaraguans eat? Oh, shit! Like frijoles? I don't know. What? Nachos?
You're having folks over? Obviously, I know what the package said you.
We're having some people over for dinner.
Yeah,
and also
good for the
200
follow-up.
rounds, a couple of rifles. Oh, shit.
That don't look like groceries.
No. Oh, he's the injured guy.
Yeah.
You're going to shove him in through the... You're not going to shove him in through the vent, are they? Yes, they are.
They are.
Okay. Die hard.
Yeah, exactly.
He's in the vents. Yippee-ki-yay. Mother funster.
Yeah, so now it just looks like an average brick, but before
Well,
it was
that sure
obviously
was a long
sheet.
walk.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, especially for the amount of time we spent there.
This thing went perfect except for the
Well,
withdrawal.
how much time did you want to spend? You were
Yeah,
bombing the
only our
bridge.
diversionary force could have held those counter guerrilla a little longer.
Man, that was a close call.
I wonder how your Savage is doing now. I think he'll be all right.
You see, you're savage.
Hmm.
Now, don't you leave here no matter what happens. I'll get word to your friends.
First West Virginia guy in the show.
Through all this trouble.
Daddy, what are you doing?
This boy's been hurt. You go out front and watch the door.
Wait, this is
my
turning
daughter.
into Of Mice and Men. Don't give him a bunny. Hi, gentlemen. This is the only girl in a village full of 200 men. She's like Smurfette.
Yeah, right.
But with chlamydia.
She's a naughty girl.
She is, yeah. Look at her, yeah. Oh, shit. She is. She's a bad girl.
Don't reach for it.
Just shoot him. So these, I guess, are the...
Until the moment of betrayal, the store owner actually did not know that his daughter's allegiance had been won by the anti-guerrilla forces. The townspeople
Also
have
took
done
was
their
this bag
best
of
to lend
saltine crackers.
authenticity to the exercise,
She
keeping
likes the
their
guy
own
in
counsel
uniform.
and working on
That's
behalf
the thing
of
about
whichever
fascists.
group
They
has
look
won their
great.
personal sympathies.
Blowing gas. What does this mean?
The exercise continues with a final ambush of an aggressor convoy.
Here we go. A lot of people supposed to learn. Oh shit! Okay. That's pretty realistic. That's how you do it. Yeah.
This has the double purpose of rescuing a captured guerrilla and a civilian sympathizer, and illustrating another very common technique for obtaining supplies.
Yeah.
From
Make their
the
stuff.
enemy himself.
That's it. Beautiful.
We are nearing the end of the exercise, portions
Aww.
of which, like the smoke grenades under these supposedly burning vehicles, have been staged especially for our cameras.
Aww.
All of the exercise, however, has had a serious
It
purpose.
wasn't real?
Only by duplicating as closely as possible conditions they may someday face in reality can men of the Army's Special Forces acquire the skill and the judgment demanded by their highly specialized and unconventional calling.
These exercises are designed to be realistic, and we fool a lot of people. No matter what side you're on, Mr. Ferris, you're a real asset. Thank you.
Morning, Miss Heath.
What? No matter what side you're on, what are they talking about?
My, but that shoulder's made a miraculous recovery.
Well, the only thing wrong with it now is a little stiff from pretending it was wounded.
From
Have
punching
you
the
had any
leg.
excitement lately like you've had the last few days?
No, that's something that only happens once in a while.
Your farm.
You gonna answer that, or?
Made a wonderful drop zone. On one little problem though, the briars we encountered. You think maybe you're planning on moving those soon? I hope.
Well, you jumped a little bit too soon. I'm going
I'm going to put more
later.
down because I'm pretty sure they don't
Very
cut the
nice
briars
working
for
with
you
the
in
Special
Guatemala.
Forces and the guerrillas.
Well, we have watched the exercises and observed the participants, and it has brought the world situation closer to the people of Preston County. And I feel it is a vital necessity to continue these exercises.
I wouldn't believe a word she
and
says.
have
She's a
been happy
traitor,
to
remember?
participate in any small way that I
Oh.
could.
Oh my god! Like seriously, wait a minute. Have you ever seen somebody like just fail at pretending that they weren't reading off of a prompter or script as badly as she was
I
just
was going to
there?
say, looks, she sounds like she has a gun to her back, but it's probably more
Yes.
realistic to say that she's reading it. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
We were delighted to be a part of this program.
This exercise has brought us closer together as a
To
community.
understanding the world situation.
And enlisted men are products of an extremely rigorous training system. They're very carefully selected, and a good deal of their training is done in outdoor areas such as this. We think without a doubt that they are the finest troops in the world.
In reality, as
They're
in
not.
this exercise, the communists are waging a brutal war of subversion and covert aggression throughout the world. We're answering the communist threat with a special warfare force designed specifically for the task at hand.
The Sopranos.
Yeah, a little bit, right?
Yeah,
But he's
what
got
the
4
hell?
stars on his head. He's a 4-star general.
But doesn't he look like the fucking loan shark Jewish guy?
He
that
looks
was
like
friends
about
with Tony?
half of the cast of that show.
Well, yeah, but I mean specifically. Oh, what the
Oh.
fuck was his name?
Force which, thanks to the training such as this, adds critical balance to what you call our network of global defense.
The big picture. Guerilla USA. Army Pictorial Center. Yeah, I'm just going to read everything I see. That's where we are now. Presented by the United States Army. Okay. War Office.
Yep. So that was
that.
That was that.
And I can promise you, any techniques the army learned in dealing with that, they got from those rebels. They went off to some rebel somewhere and learned that from them. And the way they're positioning it here, they're saying, "Oh, we'll go out there and show you how to do it. We'll show you how to be
Right.
proper rebels." It's like, wait, didn't we just show you this last week? Shut up! cut that, edit. So I don't know.
Christ.
By the time somebody did something with those communists, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Someone's taking it seriously.
People in Preston County are so much more prepared for communists now. That's all I gotta say.
Yep.
You know?
And has there been a communist problem ever since? Have you had communists in Preston County?
I don't think so. No.
Then it worked.
But you know, there has been some union issues with the coal mines.
I smell communists.
You know,
When you say union, you mean communists.
I'm not saying that.
Worker organization of any kind is communism.
Exactly.
Minimum wage is communism.
Right? Careful now, Barry. Careful.
Right.
That terminology scares people.
Sorry, it's socialism. Is that better?
Scary. It's scary. That's scary too. It's
Capitalism.
Yeah. There you go.
Is that better?
Just say capitalism.
Sure, it's capitalism. Because the
There
whole
you
point
go.
of capitalism is that you need money to buy services and goods.
Right.
So if you don't have money, you have to give people money to make capitalism work.
That's it. See?
So minimum wage is
There.
capitalism.
Right. See?
I guess that's it. That's our special show, is it?
You're like
That's
physical.
amazing.
You're like physical pain right now. When you
Pretty
said
much,
that.
yeah. That's our special show, and we'll be doing other ones of these if you like them, or even if you don't. We'll be doing like little director's commentaries on little ridiculous movies that Seamus finds.
Yeah, I have almost 20 DVDs to pull material from. So
He has almost 20 DVDs.
yeah.
So if you like it, let us know. If you don't like it, you don't have to tell us. We'll figure it out. Okay.
All righty, folks. We'll see y'all here. Our
Our next regular show, I guess, is next week. It'll have to be next week, won't it?
Yeah.
We're putting this in the middle.
Yeah,
Right,
we'll
see
see
you
you
next week.
See you then.